to this beat.
Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring in that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Follow me on Twitter, Gamecocks Talk. Follow me on Instagram at Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. And wherever you may get your podcast, you can find your man, Captain Will. And thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all the love. I thank you for chatting up with your man, Captain Will, on January the 30th. We got to go with today, y'all. We are talking about some, we're breaking down the Auburn women's basketball team's offense and some key player matchups for South Carolina women's basketball team, the three-time national champion, versus this Auburn women's basketball team at Colonial Life Arena on Sunday, February the 2nd. It is A-Day. It is 12 o'clock. It's going down. I'm not a fan of 12 o'clock games. Just got to let you know that right up front. That's early. I think the game is on SEC Network. I've said over and over again, whenever the three-time national champions are playing, it has to be easily accessible. It has to be at a time so you can get those ratings, so you can draw folks in. It has to be that way. So the explosion with A'ja Wilson arriving and we retiring her jersey, it need to be at a better time than 12 o'clock. I'm just saying. We live in the Bible Belt, Columbia, South Kakalaki. You know, folks still in church at 12 o'clock. You know those things going down. So you gotta change your schedule up. Now we know Colonial Life Arena gonna be lit, but you gotta change your schedule up because it's a 12 o'clock game. There's a lot of hours in the day. Can be 3, can be 4, can be 6 o'clock, whatever time. Just not a fan of 12 o'clock on Sunday, no less. Well, Auburn women's basketball team are coming to South Carolina, home of the sweet tea and pig feet, to have a situation with South Carolina. They would love to stop that winning streak at the SEC. They would love to stop that winning streak at Colonial Life Arena. They would love all those things. They would love to piss in the canteen of South Carolina women's basketball team and all the hoopla that's going to be for A'ja Wilson. Well, here's the thing. Auburn women's basketball team. Here's the thing: you can take pictures out in front of the A'ja Wilson statue. You can do all your selfies. You can. I even donate. I even donate a swig of my good old sweet tea just for you. Now, Cap Will been on the weather for the last few days, but I don't care. I got to talk about this. I got to let them know what's going down on Sunday. This is about to be a masterclass in defense for Auburn women's basketball team. Y'all about to get the best of South Carolina women's basketball because South Carolina is a dominant offense. It's a dominant defense. And if we had special teams like it was football, we would have a dominant special teams as well because we just dominant. That's what we do. South Carolina is number 1 in 2-point percentage allowed. Okay. And that is a stat that is just so special to my heart. I think I love that stat more than any defensive stat that South Carolina has. 2-point percentage allowed because the majority of shots are going to be 2-point baskets. And you might play a team like Tennessee where 44% of their shots are 3-point baskets, but 2-point percentage. If you control 2-point percentage, if you're a top echelon, South Carolina's top echelon, 2-point percentage allowed, that means we got a good chance of winning the basketball game. South Carolina is also 5th in field goal percentage allowed. South Carolina's 4th in blocks per game. South Carolina is 9th in overall defensive rating, which means we are a very well-rounded team defensively. Well-rounded all around. We're 9th in block percentage. We're good everywhere. And when we talk about a suffocating type defense that South Carolina hands, that man-to-man defense. We trap when we want to trap. That we don't need to trap. We don't have to do no gimmick type stuff for defenses. We don't have to do that. We don't have to press. We don't have to do all those things. We just say, okay, Raven Johnson, you sick, whoever the point guard is, and you guard that person 94 feet. That's what you do. That's our gimmick defense right there. And in the post, you just guard. You just do what you do. That's South Carolina. Nothing special. I remember watching Remember the Titans. Great movie. Great movie back in the day. Denzel Washington in all his glory. And I remember they was having a discussion. You know, they had the rival coach. This was like in 1970, 1971 with integration. You had black schools, you had white schools, you integrated together, and we're gonna have this one football team. Great movie. I brought a tear to Captain Will's heart. But it was the rival coach said to Denzel, he said, because Denzel was running the offense, he was like, hey, Denzel. Well, he didn't say Denzel. He said the character. But he said, hey, Denzel, you do something about the offense. You get a little bit more creative. Denzel said, I only got 5 plays. I got 5 plays. That's all I got. I just got 5 plays. Those 5 plays are going to win this championship. Now, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but that's what he said. 5 plays. It ain't special. But those 5 plays, we're gonna run it left, we're gonna run it right, we're gonna run in the middle, we're gonna do whatever we can do. That's Carolina. Defense ain't special. We ain't no gimmicks. We're just better than you. And that's what Auburn women's basketball team is going to see. Carolina had much time to rest because we needed it. That was the most important thing for South Carolina women's basketball team. Have a mental and physical break on their brain, on their body. But it's all good now. It's all good. This is Thursday. We still got a couple more days. We got a couple more days into that game on 12 o'clock. A couple more days, and the weather's going to be good. It's going to be like the last game. It was like 33 degrees. Ain't going to be no situation like that. It's going to be like 71, 70, something like that. But, you know, South Carolina fans are so dedicated, motivated, and you know, we're staying out in the cold. We'll stand, if it's a 12 o'clock game, you know, fans be out there about 10, about 9. I don't know why we don't do tailgating. I don't know why South Carolina women's basketball team don't do tailgating. Because we would. We would. Well, you think about it. Think about it, y'all. If we did tailgating at women's basketball games, man, that thing be lit because the ladies be in charge of it most of the time. So we, you know, in football, you know, the fellas, you know, up on the grill, burning some stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this match just right here. We did tailgating. And me and Wifey Will pull up. And I pull out the grill. And we throw some things on that grill right there. And my wife done had them things seasoned up. And then for the subscribers, you come on over to the tailgate and with Captain Will and Wifey Will at, and we handing out some hors d'oeuvres of pig feet. And then we have shot glasses of sweet tea. Oh, my Lord. That'd be so amazing. We need to think about that. Like, since we're already out there in line about 3 hours prior to a game, why don't we do tailgating? We do it for football. We should do that. Athletic director, South Carolina, Dawn Staley, coaching staff. Yeah, that's what we need to do. We do the tailgating. Next season. That sounds like a good plan to me. And the defensive identity for South Carolina has been imprinted since Dawn Staley's been the coach. It's been a stable force. It's been a top 10. It's been a top 5 across the land. And the players love it. Love it. Because everybody, because we keep hearing, oh, Carolina got 10 McDonald's All-America. Oh, Carolina got this. Oh, Carolina got that. Yeah, we do. But this is the thing. Only way you're going to play for South Carolina women's basketball team, the three-time national champions, is if you play defense. If you don't play defense, you ain't going to play. I don't care how good you are on offensive end. Because when Dawn Staley is recruiting players, she's recruiting athletic players who can move, who can guard. Points, everybody can score. If you are a top 50 talent in the United States of America, in whatever recruiting class, you can score the basketball. Not only are you the best player on your team, you most likely you're the best player in your state, and you're one of the best in your East Coast, West Coast, North, South, all those different regions. No, you can score the basketball, but do you want to play defense? We got a lot of superstars coming out in this recruiting class 2025. We got a lot of players who could play offense like I don't know what. You got players getting 50, 55 points in high school. Yo, it's only 8 minutes in a quarter, and you get 50, 55 points in high school. But when you get to the college level, everybody can score. Can you play a little defense? And South Carolina does better than anybody. But Auburn is going to do their best. They're going to do their best. And the player that Carolina has to watch out for, if you will, is a 6'2" forward. Her name is Dianna Gaston. Now, she is a nice player. She's getting you about 29 minutes. She's going to get you about 22 points. 53% for the field, 53% for the two-point percentage. 74% from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, a couple turnovers, 1 block. Those numbers are outstanding for the Auburn women's basketball team. And she is, with all those numbers, she's going to take a majority of the shots for their team. She's second in the SEC in usage rate. And we talk about usage rates. You're talking about the time that the ball is in your hands. So her being a 6'2" forward, and she only getting you 1 assist per basketball game, not like she's passed the ball out. So 9 times out of 10, Gaston, when she has the ball, she's going to shoot that thing. She's going to shoot it. She's 3rd in the SEC in points per game. She's 9th in the country. 9th in the country. Points per game. She's 6th in field goal percentage. She's 6th in offensive rebounding percentage. Yeah. She's 6'2". She can rebound the basketball. And by SEC standards, she's in the top echelon of rebounding the basketball. But she shoot that thing a lot. She's 7th in the SEC in field goal attempts. Interesting matchup for our post players. But ladies and gentlemen, I like the matchup. Dude, because there ain't no fear in the post defensively for South Carolina women's basketball team. There ain't no fear in Sania Feagin. There ain't no fear in Chloe Kiss. There ain't no fear in Joyce Edwards. There ain't no fear. You like that. If you're going to take the majority of the shots, that's cool. I did say that we are number 1 in 2-point percentage. She's not a 3-point shooter, so she's going to be in the post. She's going to be willing to deal, doing what she do. Carolina's blood don't pump no Kool-Aid, even if that Kool-Aid is garnet. We don't pump no Kool-Aid. Bring on the challenge. Because as an offense, overall, they're all right. They're all right. That's it. They're all right. Offensive rating 148th. That's cool. They're decently offensive rebounding team at 65th overall in offensive rebound percentage. That's pretty good. None of these numbers are going to jump up and down. None of these numbers are going to make you go to the lab with a pen and a pad and change anything that we do. They're 92nd in field goal percentage, 118th in 3-point percentage. They're not great at anything offensively. They're not great. 175th in 2-point percentage. Ms. Gaston, overall, is their best offensive player. But make no mistake about it. Auburn as a whole, women's basketball team, is not a great offensive basketball team. They're average. They're average. But average ain't going to cut it, against South Carolina women's basketball team. And the 9th ranked defensive rating team in the land, and number 1 in 2-point percentage, and top 5 in field goal percentage live. No. You got to do a little better than that. Auburn don't take care of the ball well. They are 219th in terms of turnovers per basketball game. They average about 17, 18 turnovers per game, which also brings down their assist to turnover ratio, 185th in assist to turnover ratio. That's not winning basketball. That's not going to put them over offensively against the South Carolina women's basketball team on Sunday afternoon. You are what your record says. You are what your stats say. You are who we thought you were. There was a time when South Carolina shot 245th from the free throw line. Well, we don't. We're top 40 in the country. And Auburn is 245th in terms of free throw percentage. There's not a lot of wonderful stats that I could talk about from the Auburn offense. I'm not going to sit here and say they're the best thing since sliced bread, because it's not. They're not. And I think it's going to be a problem for them to score the basketball against us. I think with the matchup of Gaston at 6'2" going against a Sania Feagin or Chloe Kiss in particular when the game starts, because she's going to play you about 33 minutes. She might play even more in this basketball game. Overall, she's averaging about 29 minutes per game. I think she's going to play a little bit more in this game. But she's going to get a two-headed monster in Chloe and a two-headed monster in Sania starting the basketball game. That's a problem for Auburn's offense getting started. I expect Auburn's offense to be stagnant in the first quarter going against South Carolina. Now, you know it's going to be a lot of hoopla. A lot of bells and whistles at this game in particular. A lot of emotion. Angel Wilson sitting front and center with her family and the jerseys and all those crazy things that's going to be going on. But you are who you are. And Gaston is going to get a lot of those post players. Now, in terms of point guards or in terms of matchups, you know, we always have an edge in the point guard defensive battle, regardless of who we're playing. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter. Because when you saying Raven Johnson and you saying MiLaysia Fulwiley defensively, you talk about two of the best in the conference. Legitimately, two of the best defenders, perimeter defenders in the conference. And you can make cases that they are two of the best perimeter defenders in the country. So, Auburn's point guard, if you will, is Marshawn Bostic. I think she's a 5'8" guard. She's gonna give you about 29 minutes. She's gonna get you about 7 points, 42% for the field on 6 attempts. 5 assists, 2 steals. Now, what sets her? What I think is gonna be a problem for her, because you're getting 5 assists and she's 4th in the SEC in assists per game, which is great. She's 4th in SEC in assist percentage. That's great. She's solid in those two regards in terms of assists. But I always say that you have to look beyond the numbers, the box scores that the media is always talking about. But not Captain Will, so you can always trust Captain Will. I'm a trustworthy person. You can trust in me. You can believe in me. There was a cool movie called Goldie back in the day, back in the 70s. When I was stationed at Fort Drum, I was in the barracks and everything. My homeboy English used to play this movie all the time. And my cats who were stationed with me at Fort Drum back in the day, all up in the barracks, we had a good time. You talking about, 2025? So you talking about 30 years ago. Wow. Talking about 30 years ago. So my cats who watch my hand, I'm talking about Daniels, I'm talking about English, I'm talking about Reed, I'm talking about Santiago, all these cats who lived in the barracks and watched Goldie. And Goldie's like, baby, you can believe in me, baby. Baby, you can believe in me. I'll be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. You just believe and you trust in me, baby. So I said it like this right here. You can trust in Captain Will. Captain Will tells you that Marshawn Bostic going to have a problem with South Carolina. Marshawn Bostic going to have a problem with Raven Johnson and MiLaysia Fulwiley because Marshawn Bostic commits 4 turnovers per game. You're not going to beat the South Carolina women's basketball team when your point guard, your orchestrator, your lead guard commits 4 turnovers per game. I don't care if you get 5 assists or not. You're giving the ball up 4 times per basketball game. You have an offensive rating of 86.5. You have a defensive rating of 85.4. That's a good defensive rating. But your offensive rating is not good because you turn the ball over 4 times. She is 4th in the SEC in turnovers per game. Turnovers per game. That's not good. 4th in the SEC in turnovers, total turnovers. Your point guard, your lead guard, your extraordinaire who's leading your team with 5 assists. You think, ladies and gentlemen, you think that having Raven Johnson and MiLaysia Fulwiley attacking Boston, and she's averaging 4 turnovers for basketball right now, oh, it's a bullet. It's a star. It's a yellow highlighter around your name. They're going to attack you. I'm sure your coaching staff has told you that. They're going to attack you. You're going to get the best of those 2 players. And probably some Maddy McDaniel, who's another good defensive player. I can't wait to see it. The strengths of our offense, the strengths of their offense versus our defense, we're better in every different metric that you want to say. Any metric you want to announce, any metric you want to think about, South Carolina defense is better than our offense. A player named Taylor Collins, 6'1" guard. So they're going to start 6'1", 6'2". We're going to start 6'3", 6'2". It don't really matter in terms of the height. It's going to matter who wants it more and who has more talent. And Chloe and Sania has more talent than their 2 post players. I don't care if she is averaging 22 points in the game. I don't care. Doesn't matter whatsoever, because she's about to play the best defense she's played over the course of this season. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm always excited about watching the post players. The guards get a lot of the buzz, but the post player of South Carolina is straight up like that. Keys to success for Auburn, attacking our defense. Good luck. That's all I got to say. Good luck. Maybe the ball will bounce your way. Maybe it'll be your day at 12 o'clock on Sunday. Because other than that, I don't think it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for Auburn to score the basketball against South Carolina women's basketball team. It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be a walk in the neighborhood. It's going to be none of those analogies that we can say. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough battle for them to put the ball in the hoop against South Carolina. Will they score the basketball? Of course they will. But there's a reason why South Carolina is favored by 25 points in this basketball game. And that is because their offense is average. And average doesn't cut it against the South Carolina women's basketball team. And tomorrow we're going to break down our offense against their defense. And Saturday, we're going to do a whole pregame show hyping this whole thing up. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come right with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.
J-Rock did this beat.